Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 14 of our Road to Melbourne Red Glory career mode, everyone, where today we are here for a brand new era. We are going to be axing a bunch of our players, we're going to be keeping a bunch of our players, and we're going to be getting a bunch of new ones. This should be very exciting. I cannot wait, and honestly I don't know what's going to happen. In all honesty, I have no idea, but we'll find out. Going into this contracts period, we can see that this is the current team, and there's a lot of cutting to be done. I have to be honest about it, as we will proceed. Is anybody going to retire from cricket? No. Everyone is going to stay for another year. That is certainly something I didn't see coming, but that's good. Already though, where's the rest of my players gone? They've given us 3 overseas players to work with again. None on the bench. So we've lost Morkul, Howell, and Nabi in the contracts period already between seasons. They're gone. Okay, first of all, we are definitely signing up Kane Richardson for 3 years. He's been our strike bowler forever, and I think for the next 3 years he will continue to be so as well. Whoa! Okay, Will Sutherland, I gotta say. In this game, I was genuinely considering keeping you. You might be a decent pickup at like 24, 27,000. 47,000? That's a see you later. So Will Sutherland is not getting a contract from me. Marcus Harris at 49,000. Not worth it. See you later. Harudoi at 51 is interesting because he was one of the stars from last season. Struck at 143, averaging 28, so he did a very, very solid job. At just 23 years of age, isn't going to play for Bangladesh. Has he even played this year? He's not even played this year. He looks like a really solid pickup. Sam Harper looks good to stay for another 3 years. Josh Layla, I just feel like his time is done. He's actually retired in real life now. Bo Webster might get an axe here. Because last year, he played 4 games for an average of 14. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. So I think we're going to terminate his contract, if I'm honest. He's gone. Coleman and Robbins. I'm not feeling either of them because they're not playing around the place either, which is normally a bad sign. Yeah, it's got to be Luke Robbins is going to take the axe, unfortunately. Harudoi is going to come back. Tauhid Harudoi, welcome back to the club. We're keeping Tom Jackson. He averaged 18, which was rough, but last season, he actually did play 2 games for Victoria at the age of 21, so that is good to see. I think we're going to get rid of Jack Coleman, to be honest. He didn't do great for us. I'm going to stick by Cameron Boyce. I feel like his statistics are very good overall. We're going to stick by him, see how he goes. I think we're going to let Peter Hatzoglou go, just like we did in real life, and stick by Boyce. We're going to go for Pattinson. I feel like he's going to be a strike bowler for us for a few years. Last year, he was brilliant. I mean, we can't deny that last year he was just phenomenal. So we're going to pick him up again for sure. I think that's all the decisions we're going to make for the first round. I could definitely come to regret this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up Danny Briggs. Really, really 50-50 decision. There probably are better players than him out there, but there probably aren't many better players than him out there. All out-of-contract players will now leave the club. See you later, everybody else. Kane Richardson's back. Harper's back. Harudoi is back. Pattinson's back. Briggs is back. Okay, the main event. Huge. The huge main event. There's a lot of big names here, and we'll look down the list here as well. Colin Munro from New Zealand, of course, 93,000. Jesse Taylor, never played a game. There's a lot to like about all these players, so we're going to have to go through bit by bit. Here we are. We've got David Warner and Steve Smith. The thing about these 2 players I don't like is that they get trapped a lot of the time. So you might be able to get them for 31,000, but they will trap you as in like they are Australian contracted so you can't undo their contracts. However, at 31,000, I would take anybody. I would take anybody international. Oh, the big name going around, Tim David, 78,000. Current year, he's averaging 67. He scored 2 T20 tons this year. Definitely going to get some bids, you'd say. Oh, now we're talking. Dan Christian, 23-29. He is at the back end of his career, though, so I don't know about it. Jason Sanger was brilliant in this game last time. He got 4 for 16. I'm pretty sure that was against us as well. Josh Hazelwood's on the list. Pat Cummins. Again, their availability is really low. Looking at the lists, there's a lot to even think about or talk about here. There's so many options. It's actually kind of crazy to me. I don't even know where to begin. I will say this about a couple of players. First of all, Rashid Khan is here. If we want him, we can get him. I'm not going to get him first round, but look at Jesse Taylor from New Zealand. How good's he? Averaging 10.84, then 15, then 14 in second 11. He looks phenomenal for New Zealand. So I'm thinking, obviously I've got New Zealand bias, probably going to pick him up down the road. The first round, we've got to worry about the 4 internationals. We've got Warner, Smith, Cummins, Hazelwood, all of them Australian contracted players. If you get them in your squads, you will not be able to get rid of them until they are basically no longer Australian contracted players. Warner, we've got too many openers already as a club. We don't need any more. Steve Smith is very, very tempting, but the only thing is I want him to be good against spin, but he's a slight pace bowling preference. Doesn't mean he's bad against spin though. Pat Cummins or Josh Hazelwood. I don't like Pat Cummins because he goes for runs. Josh Hazelwood, he's more consistent, and as you can see, kind of less likely to play in general, it seems. So more likely to end up playing for us in the Big Bash. Steve Smith at 23,000. I mean, I don't know if I can deny that. I think my batting needs someone like Steve Smith in the lineup, so I think I'm going to go Steve Smith. Tim David, we're not even going to touch because he's gonna shoot up in price. My attention's turned to getting somebody who is good against spin in the middle order, who's going to strike it very nicely. And I've turned my attention to Riley Quayle from Victoria. Looks very, very good. 67. Second 11 3-day, 48, 42. And more importantly, if I look at batting, you can see he's got 100, but his runs are at 153.1. And again, if you go into his player profile, he's aggressive and he's a spin specialist. Loves the spin. Exactly what you need from a middle order player. And so, to be honest, I think he's a perfect fit for the team. Whoa, hold on. It didn't tell me if any players retired, but I've only just noticed now. Where's Sean Marsh? He's gone. The game just booted Sean Marsh from my squad and never really said anything. The only reason I was going to mention that is because Christian is like Sean Marsh and that he's 39. 32,000, is he actually going to be worth it? But I'm definitely looking at him because it's Dan Christian. I mean, how could you not? Let's just look around for bowlers domestic-wise then. Harvey Biviano, this is certainly something. 18, 23. There's some good players here. Looks the best of the all-rounders list for sure. 32 at 25, plus he's got 900 at 35, striking at 130. I'm going to go for Biviano. Looks good, 3 years. Sign him up. See how the off he goes. That, we will crack on to the second round. Have I made the best decisions? I don't know. We're offering 100 though. We're getting way more than 100 from these 3 players, I'm telling you now. We're leaving international players out of it for now. So Rashid Khan could go, etc. Steve Smith's on board. Quayle is on board, and of course Biviano's on board. Okay, let's have a look what's going on here. Jake Ball to the Sixers, okay. Lydiard, okay, to the Sixers. Johnson, haven't seen that name. Shepherd, no! We wanted him as an all-rounder. Moses Enriques and Riley Meredith at the Sydney Thunder. Gee, those are big changes for them. Tim David does go to the Hurricanes, so there you go. Ishan Kishan retained by the Heat. Mujib in this version of the game gets retained by the Heat, which is awesome to see for them, I guess. Lockie goes to the Heat. Sinfield, Jack Wood, I believe that is. The Scorchers, of course, looking to go big again. Gannon, Kelly, Andrew Ty. I'm assuming that's Josh Inglis. Liam Guthrie, I don't even know how to say that name, but it's Rochacholi. Anyway, so he's there. For the Stars, Maddinson, Stoinis, Hatcher, Newman, Rainbird, Morris, Elliott, Marcus Harris goes across to the Stars. Oh, baby. I did not see that coming. Oh, wow. That is a signing and a half right there. Wait a moment. That means Pat Cummins and Josh Hazelwood are setting ducks. They're just like, I don't have a team. That's crazy. I mean, the problem is, again, they're going to be away all the time, but still, any team should take a 26% chance of getting some of the best players going in Australia. Surely. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, Liam Livingston. Colin de Grandhomme on the list now. Adam Milne. What's going on? Added a few more players around the place. No one's gone for Rashid Khan. But again, is Rashid Khan 100% available? I really struggle to believe that. Baba Azam on the list here? He costs a lot, like an absolute fortune. Butler's on the list. Roy Vince. We want a high quality all-rounder from this list here. Liam Livingston. Hold on, I just spotted something very good here. Johan Dwyer. Second 11. 55. T20 is actually his best format. 55. He scored 400s. I think we go for it. 31,000. Yes, he's an opener, so that's the downside of picking him. But the good news is he's basically a backup Sam Harper, who does the same thing. If not, better, apparently, because those statistics are out of this world. Like, yeah, sick limit stats aren't great, but like, okay, whoa. 72. I might be crazy here, but I'm gonna go for Dan Christian. With those numbers, I mean, even if he's declining, how could you not go for Dan Christian? He's been everywhere. He's been there and done that. He's played so many games. I feel like I should just go for him. Colin de Grandhomme I'm not going to do. I don't trust his bowling. Kieran Pollard is very tempting because he averages very well this year. Livingston, very tempting. Okay, we're going to do that. So I'm going to sign Liam Livingston as the all-rounder, the key all-rounder of this team, purely just to continue the continuity of the real-life Melbourne Renegades side. Oh, wow. I don't know what to say, really. Truly, guys, I don't know what to say because we've got so many great options coming into this team. The batting looks so phenomenal. And so let's sign everyone. Dwyer's in. Christian's back. And Livingston has signed for Perth instead. Okay, fair enough. Well, we tried, I guess, to keep the continuity. Didn't happen. Prithvi Shaw is going to the Hurricanes. Moody going to the Hurricanes. Pope and Rogers going to the Sixers. Okay. Salt and de Grandhomme going to the Strikers. Keeps with the real-life continuity. And I think he actually was at the Strikers in this save. Livingston and Roy return to Perth as well. I'm not quite sure how to say that name. Seb Gotch and Caleb Jewell go to the Stars. Milne goes to the Sydney Thunder. We've got a lot of money still to go. And, I mean, I'm just going to say it, but Rashid Khan's still there. Why is he uncontracted? What are they playing at? I've got to do it, right? I've just got to do it. The quality of the squad is unbelievable. I truly think so. This is quite the squad we are building here. Well, I mean, I hate to say it, but David Warner, Pat Cummins, and Josh Hazelwood all haven't been touched so far. So I'm thinking we just go for Josh Hazelwood for 3 years. Just steal him away at the Renegades. Okay, so the offers we've gone for Rashid Khan and Josh Hazelwood, really shoring up the bowling. We need another all-rounder again, though. So I think we will go... Can we go Kieran Pollard? It's a big investment. Okay, after looking around, Levi Christie, 22 years of age, 26.69 average, 150 strike rate in the seconds. Most importantly, he changes things up. He's a left-hand bat, left-arm fast bowler, two things we don't have. Brings variety to the squad. I'm going to pick him up for sure. I'm going to pick up Josh Hazelwood and Rashid Khan. I mean, these are two picks that in no way the Renegades should be stealing at this point in the contracts. This is the third round. There's no way we should be stealing players like we are, but we are. Period for us has gone very, very weird, but we're taking every moment of it. It doesn't really matter, like 20,000 to have Josh Hazelwood rock up whenever he's not playing for Australia. I mean, it's going to be worth it every time, so we're going to do it. Rashid Khan signs for the Melbourne Renegades. You would not read about it. I don't know why the Strikers, I don't know why the Scorchers, somebody else didn't say it, we're picking Rashid Khan, but the Renegades did, and Rashid Khan's like, yeah, sure. Hazelwood jumps on board and we get Christie as well. I don't know what everyone else is thinking at this point. Freeman goes to the Sixers. Whiteman to the Scorchers. Baba Azam goes to the Stars. I can actually really see that. Coles, I was looking at him as a youth player. Goes to the Hurricanes. We weren't going to pick him up in the end because he was a right-hander. Hearn goes to the Hurricanes. Summers to the Heat. And the Renegades, what a round we had. We're a squad size 20. We've still got 134 in the bank. This is unprecedented scenes for the Renegades. 3 overseas players left as well, all from different countries so far. The real question is what next? We could go Jesse Taylor. I like that his availability is 100%. His stats look very, very good as a pace bowler, and he's a left armour. We've got enough spin at this point. Jesse Taylor rounds it out perfectly. It's going to be a very good season for the bowlers there. It's probably down to getting an overseas all-rounder who's not too expensive, but is worth it. Well, actually, we've got enough time. Why don't we try the old see if you want to take a less contract trick, and we'll try and take Pollard at 71. Taylor's on. Pollard, of course, wants more money. Greenwood goes to the Scorchers. Tom Cooper moves to the Scorchers. Will Sutherland to the Sixers. Very interesting selection, that. Good luck to him. It'll be interesting to see how he goes. Ben Stokes to the Sixers. Goodness gracious. Okay, so we've got 29,000 left in the bank. What's Nelson at? 41, 58, 66. We're going to try and pick Pollard and Nelson out for cheaper offers. Pollard is sticking to his guns. Nisanka goes to the Heat. Ryan Hackney to the Hurricanes. Hayder Ali goes to the Scorchers. That's big money as well in this game. It was like 111,000 I think they spent on him just then. Morgan to the Strikers. Pollard finally gives in. Okay, so Pollard's on board. To the Renegades. Josh Layla goes to the Thunder. Shika Darwin to the Thunder as well. And Fernando, 13, 14. What the heck? Kevin Fernando. I don't see a reason why we can't pick him. Let's take a check. What have we got here? So 12 batters. Remembering that they're probably going to take the first 6 options in the lineup. First 6 slots. Yeah, 1-1. It's a nice ratio on the bench versus playing. We'll probably end up playing 4. So that's again a 1-1 ratio with the 3 all-rounders. I mean, I think let's go Kevin Fernando from Sri Lanka. I think that works out. Let's do it. So he doesn't want to sign on that offer. We're just going to keep going through. If you didn't know this trick, there you go. 3 rounds of offering the same thing and they'll normally take it. And that's what we've got. Fernando as an overseas signing. The Melbourne Red contracts are finished. We have a very interesting squad on our hands. Okay, so this is the final list we have got going on here. These are very quality pickups as well for youth players. Sam Harper's there. Dan Christian returns to the Renegades after the Sixers didn't want him. Pollard comes back to the Renegades after so long. 600 matches played. We've got Rashid Khan coming to play for the Renegades after the Strikers had an absolute mare and didn't want him either. We've got Taylor and Fernando as rookie bowlers, but who both look exceptional with the ball from New Zealand and Sri Lanka respectively. Before we've got Josh Hazlewood, whenever he's around, being a company to Kane Richardson and James Pattinson, who did a fantastic job last season. So I guess if anything, we probably wanted an extra pace bowler to back these two up, who's going to be available all season long. I think we've covered our bases unbelievably well. I think we're going to be a real menace this season. So let's just take a glance around other teams, what could be interesting. The Stars stole James Seymour, Caleb Jewell, Jake Lehman, Justin Avendano. Marcus Harris, of course, is the, I guess, major in for them. They're really hoping that Marcus Harris performs in the Big Bash. Alongside Baba Azam. Look how many openers they've got. Wow. Scorchers, this is their lineup. Got Tom Cooper in there. Livingston, a big in for them. Greenwood, a few rookies down the bottom. Keegan Hogue as well. Hayder Ali as well for the Scorchers, who's on a $98,000 contract for the Sydney Sixers. Made some interesting selections as well. Lydiard, Kevin Norris, Tom Rogers they picked up, Freeman, Ben Stokes, Mitch Stark, Dorcius, Jake Ball, and Will Sutherland. A very left field selection from them. Shika Darwin joins the Thunder, with Moses Enriques moving from the Sixers to the Thunder. Adam Milne is back. Josh Layla moving to the Thunder, alongside Riley Meredith. I'm just going to keep scrolling through the lineup lists here, but you can see there's a lot of interesting players to look forward to seeing who are moving around the place who haven't in real life. The Heat, Kishan returns. Mujib's there. The Hurricanes, got Tim David back. Got some good players around the place. This all makes a very interesting season upcoming, everyone. I really hope you did enjoy this episode. It's phenomenal to see the quality of lineup that we have got. I've just done my coaching. We're a 5-star team. Goodness gracious me. Of course, we can look at performance. We can see the Renegades in real life and now in this game have lost 3 seasons in a row since winning in 2019. We've come last every single season. 3 wooden spoons. This season, you would expect is gonna be one of our best yet. There you go, 2 matches have already been played, and we are up against the Sydney Thunder. And the first game, let me know down in the comments below, everyone, what would you rate this team? What would you rate our recruiting out of 10? How well have we done? Who could we have picked up instead? Let me know where you think we'll finish this season, and until next time, everyone, take care.